Hi, and welcome to Reel Doofs. I'm Drew.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Laura.
And this is our pop culture movie podcast. Couple things I'm excited to tell you both about. I don't know if you saw, but today was a big day. Now, when this comes out, it'll be several weeks past that big day. But today was a big day.
Maybe.
The Academy Award nominations came out today. And I am surprised to say, normally I drop the ball here. I have seen 7 out of the 10 movies that have been nominated.
Wow.
So I'm going to tell you the list of the movies.
Yeah, because I did not.
You both have seen some of them.
Okay.
Oh,
Are you ready? So
I'm ready.
there were a couple snubs, big snubs out of this too, by the way. So Best Picture. The nominees are Begonia, which I saw and I enjoyed. It was really weird. Laura, you watched it, didn't you? Because then and that's made me want to watch
Best
it.
Picture. I don't
Best
know
Picture nod. Another one that's a bit of a surprise, F1.
I did
Best
not
Picture
see
nod.
that.
That was a little surprising.
Then
I've seen it. It was good.
yeah, it was
I
fun.
think it would be on this list.
Yeah, same. Frankenstein,
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Hamnet,
All right.
Marty
Yeah.
Supreme,
Okay.
One Battle After Another,
Sure.
Uh-huh.
The Secret Agent, which I'm not really familiar with, but I hear it's very good.
Interesting.
Sentimental Value, which is with Stellan Skarsgård, another one. Then Sinners, and a movie called Train Dreams that's on Netflix.
Okay.
So that's the 10. Here's another wild thing. Sinners broke the record for most nominations of a movie ever.
Wow.
So
That's
the
awesome.
prior record was 14 nomination, and it was a 3-way tie between a classic movie called All About Eve, Titanic, fuck you, James Cameron, and La La Land.
Wow.
All have 14. This Sinners racked up 16 nominations. Now the real question is, will it win any? That's going to be the interesting one.
It was such a good movie.
It was. It's basically nominated in every category that's not an animated category or a international feature. It's pretty much nominated everywhere.
Like anything that it could be in. And
Yes.
Wow.
And then they only do 5 directors, or for directors. So Chloe Zhao for Hamnet, Josh Safed, Safed, I think I said that right, for Marty Supreme, Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. I am going to butcher this, but it looks like it's Jawisham Tier for Sentimental Value, Ryan Coogler for Sinners. So that's going to be cool.
Rad.
Lead actor is a wild one. It's Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, and those are the 2 front runners. Then my boy Ethan Hawke gets his first Best Actor nod for Blue Moon, and then Michael B. Jordan for Sinners and Wagner Moura for Secret Agent. So I'm pretty stoked. Wagner Moura also, if either of you seen the movie Civil War or the show Narcos, he was one of the main characters in Narcos. He was one of the main characters in Civil War. He is the first Brazilian actor to ever be nominated for Best Actor. So a little extra there for you too.
Can I ask what Marty Supreme is about? Because I actually have zero idea.
Okay, check this out, Laura. This movie is a thriller about a boy who plays ping pong. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay.
Yeah, no joke.
No.
That's it, man.
Okay.
It's in like the 1950s. And Timothee's got a silly mustache, and he's like, I'm the top-rated U.S. ping pong player. And then he gets like, he insults somebody by accident. Well, not an accident. He thinks he's so cool that he insults somebody. He loses the world tournament, and then he thinks he's going to be in next year's tournament. And they're like, oh, fuck you. And he's just like, oh, no. And he like does a bunch of shady shit to get there. It was wild.
Is it an A24 movie?
Yeah. It's definitely an A24 movie.
That makes making a little more sense now.
Watch the trailer, and it's like it's just full of it feels like it's like a movie that's got like a panic attack in it. Like you're just like, what is happening, and why is this happening? And wow, he's good at ping pong.
Okay.
Never thought I would enjoy a ping pong movie so much.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, it was very good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Not like my favorite, but it was definitely really good.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then I'm just gonna mention lead actress, and then I will then we'll jump into anything else. But the actress in leading role went to nominations to Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, which she won the Golden Globe for it. So I'm but Timothée and Leo both won, or no, Timothée won for won the Golden Globe for Marty Supreme. So it'd be interesting. But for the Golden Globes, they split the movie, the best like picture category, into musical and comedy and drama. So Marty Supreme won musical and comedy because it is a dark comedy, and One Battle After Another Hamnet won best drama. So it's definitely going to be an interesting thing. So Jessie Buckley, Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Kate Hudson for that random song sung blue movie with Hugh Jackman, where she's got that accent.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
The Donny Osmond
yes,
biopic?
Yes. And is it Donny Osmond or is it it's a different one. Neil Diamond.
Right. Neil Diamond. You're right.
Neil Diamond, yeah.
Yes. And then Renan, I can't say that, I don't know the person's name. Renat Reznesiv. I'm so sorry for butchering you, but for Sentimental Value. And then Emma Stone for Begonia.
Oh, okay, rad.
Yeah. So biggest snubs. Wicked Part 2 had 9 nominations last year. Not a single nomination this year.
Yeah. No one cares about it.
Interesting.
Not even for songs.
Aren't all the, I'm not like a huge person on this, but like, aren't all the good songs in the first one? Aren't all the ones that
that is
people
exactly
know?
why.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly why.
And then Minecraft. I can't believe the Minecraft movie didn't get, I can't believe they snubbed Minecraft.
They
like
didn't
that.
actually. Let me just get down to where it is.
Oh, shit.
Actually, they did. I'm just kidding. They fucked it. They
damn.
were like, no. I was thinking maybe special effects. Also, Superman didn't get anything. I was expecting it in like the special effects or sound categories.
Okay.
But it was. Let me see here. Sound was it? Visual effects. Avatar, Fire and Ash. Thank God
Fuck
Avatar
you.
did not get a Best Picture nod because it was bullshit.
I also got best costume design.
Yes, which is interesting too because it's like a lot of digital stuff.
Yeah.
But Jurassic World, Sinners.
That makes sense. That looked very good.
Yeah. Most of the time. F1 actually had best visual effects. And I think that actually had probably some of the best visual effects. That and Sinners. Sinners also with best visual effects. So anyway, those are just a handful of the big ones, but very exciting to see that. So I am pretty stoked.
I have to finish One Battle After Another. I started it. I was having a hard time getting into it.
I watched the first 20 to 30 minutes of it and then I stopped watching it. And then a week later I finished it. And man, that was a thrill ride, especially at the end. It was like, I was like,
okay.
Whoa. It was pretty wild.
Finish.
But I saw a few movies recently too that were pretty decent. I watched The Running Man, the one with Glenn Powell, that Edgar Wright's Running Man. It's on Paramount Plus. It was a very fun movie. Was it good? I don't know about good, but it was like really fun. I was in the middle of like doing my research for this week's movie, and I kept putting it down to watch what was on screen because I was actually like kind of like invested. So that was good. I saw a very good twisty turny cop movie called The Rip with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
I keep seeing stuff for it. Yes.
Oh, it's wild. It is an awesome one. It's the only problem with it is it hits the Netflix standards and practices, which even Matt Damon complained about, where they were like, Netflix, the only notes they really give you on like fixing a movie is you have to reiterate the plot 3 or 4 times because people are on their phones. They don't expect them to actually be paying attention.
They treat the audiences like they're stupid. I hate that so much.
I was watching intently, and then something happened. I was like, wait, so that's it, right? And I figured out like the twist because I was just paying attention. I was like, oh, so it's this person. And then I didn't know necessarily the motivation, but I was like, it's this one, right? Oh shit, it is. But it was a really, really cool movie. And then I went to the theaters and I saw 28 years later, The Bone Temple. The sequel. It's the 4th in the 28 franchise, and it's the 2nd of the newer ones of the year's movies. It was very good. It was very, very good. And it had some very big implications about the virus and the change. So it was very cool. Really into it. I don't want to say anything more than that. Wild.
How do you feel that they stole your nickname for your bedroom as the name of the movie? Because I've heard you refer to your bedroom as the Bone Temple quite a few times.
First, I was insulted. I was like, "Are you saying that I don't bone for 28 years? Is that what you're trying to say?" And then I was like, "Oh, the Bone Temple. Oh yeah.
Oh, the temple.
No. I was. I didn't have any problems with that. Danny Boyle and I talked, and I was like, "Please,
they got your permission."
My blessings. That's why I'm thanked at the end credits.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Very, very, very.
That's so funny.
But, no, I was very happy for it. And there is hopefully going to be a 3rd and final movie in this new trilogy. And I really hope it did not perform well over the weekend, unfortunately, but I'm hoping.
Oh, really?
It was underperformed.
I feel like that's kind of shocking.
It is because the first one, the last one did a very good, hefty amount. And this one is tracking much lower, but they're already in pre-production. Hopefully they don't cancel it. But anyway, I am pretty excited about the movie that we're going to be watching today, actually. But before I tell you what that movie is, we're going to play a little game that's in the spirit of what we're watching today. So this game that we're going to play is called Last One Standing. Okay. I'm going to give the three of us, I'm going to give us a situation, and I just want to know who we think is going to be the one who does whatever I say first and why. Okay, between the three of us. So, let me give you and so they're weird. They're not like actual necessarily horror situations or anything like that. I tried to make them a little silly if I could. So, you ready to roll on this? So think of who is going to.
Of the three of us.
Now, it's not going to be like who's going to survive. I will ask us what the thing is. All right. So let's start it off. There's several of these. A mysterious fog rolls in that smells faintly like hot dogs. Who goes outside to investigate first?
That's me.
Laura, you think you.
I love hot dogs.
Shit. I thought Brian, being a culinary master, would be like, there's nothing to be afraid of. Let me check out these hot dogs, these dogs, these what is it?
Glizzies.
Glizzies. Yeah.
I have gone to Costco on lunch at work.
To get glizzies.
Specifically. Maybe Brian does win this one then.
You think so?
I might take this one.
I think Brian. Yeah.
I've never had a Costco hot dog, so I think that just rules me out.
Oh, I think also if go get one.
If a fog rolled in, you would be like survival mode first. You'd be like, smells like hot dogs. I don't know. Brian would be like, I'll check it out. I'll see what's there. All the streetlights start blinking in Morse code. Who claims they know what it means?
Oh, not me.
Yeah.
I feel like that's Brian.
I feel like Brian would be the one who would have his phone out and actually get a sample of it to solve it. Like I would probably attempt that too, but I would never claim I knew what it was because I'm not gonna speak up in what kills us. So
that's what I was like, but Brian would that be like you would think a monster is coming or something like a scary movie, so might want nothing to do with it?
Yeah, I was going to
That's
say, as soon as the
true.
lights are flashing, I'm not even thinking
that's
about Morse
right.
code.
That
I'm
is
out of there.
absolutely
So
correct. All right, then,
maybe Drew. Yeah.
yeah.
I think Drew, at the very least, I think Drew would make a joke out of it. It'd be
Or
like,
try to figure. Yeah, I would try to figure it out or make a
or be like,
joke.
oh, yeah, I know what it means. It means go eat a butt or whatever.
Yeah,
And,
okay.
like,
Go eat a butt. Yeah, my favorite
The
snack.
Bone Temple.
The Bone Temple. It says meet you at the Bone Temple. All right. The three of us are together. We're on the street, and a pack of aggressively enthusiastic joggers start sprinting towards us. Who outruns them?
not me.
Not me.
I used to run, but I don't run anymore. So I don't know if I'm going to make it. I think we all. Who gets
Yeah.
the furthest?
I got a bad back. I got
I don't run.
knee.
All right. So
Yeah.
I might get the furthest because I can
I feel like
run.
you've
Play
got the
volleyball
stamina.
and-
Yeah.
I do.
Shit,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm going
right.
Drew. Yeah.
All right. All right. How about this one then? A raccoon with human level confidence blocks your path. Who negotiates peace first?
Oh, I would just want to make it my pet.
Yeah, I want to hang
Laura.
out with this raccoon, but yeah, I
Ooh,
think it's
Laura
I think it's
Bryan.
Laura.
I don't think I would like. I know enough about raccoons. I would just be like, I'm not messing with this. And Laura would probably be like, what's going on, little sweetheart?
I'd be like, come here, and I'd go
Like
pick
an
it up.
elf. Like you're like,
Yeah.
like arms out but looking away.
Yeah.
I just want to watch it eat a grape with its little hands.
Yes, his little fingies. Okay, me and Brian will go together.
Okay, I love it. All right, we've got about 7 more. All right,
Okay.
we're rolling through these. Okay, a lab accidentally releases a gas that makes everyone speak only in movie quotes. Who adapts fastest?
Yeah, that's
Obviously,
true.
Drew. Yes.
All right,
No
your
question
smart-
about that.
Your smartwatch becomes sentient and starts giving you terrible life advice. Who resists its influence?
Ooh.
That's interesting. Are you the only one of the three of us, Drew, who wears a smartwatch?
I was gonna say
I don't
have
wear a
one.
smartwatch.
Oh, okay.
I used to,
None
but
of
I don't.
us do.
None of us.
okay.
I think all three of us survive.
I was gonna say,
we
I don't
survived
think-
this one. We resist the
geez.
thrall.
Yeah, I don't see any of us really falling for it. Yeah. I
All
would
right.
just throw it away and be like, bye.
Well, yeah, like this thing is giving me shit advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like my voice, and it's like, eat a butt. No.
Go get glizzies.
Yeah.
Go to Costco.
Brian's got it like double fisting glizzies.
I was gonna
glizzies, and
say-
he's just like, and his doctor's like, Brian, your cholesterol. And he's like, I don't know why.
The watch told me to.
Yeah, I'm sure
if
it
it's
was.
telling me to eat hot dogs, I will be fine with that.
It says I lost 15 pounds. It's like it's clearly lying to you. A new energy drink promises limitless stamina, but instead turns everyone into hyperactive parkour athletes. Who thrives?
Ooh. Not
I
me.
think-
I'm gonna say
I think
Laura.
me. Oh, do you think
Really?
Laura?
Yeah, I do.
Brian, what
If
were you gonna
if
say?
it gives you the ability to
I pound
be-
a lot of energy drinks.
I was like, I don't
Yes.
drink energy drinks.
But here's the thing, Brian. You and I just don't see us calculating doing good flips through the air and landing. You know,
I thought it gives me the ability.
Oh,
I drink
okay.
it. It's like, oh, you're good at this now.
my thing is like I would jump onto a roof like really well, but I'd go right through the roof, like you know.
Yeah.
I know
I would be
I'm
too
not gonna-
nervous to do it, even if I was good at it. So I don't think I'll
I
give it
guess
to
that's
Brian.
The thing is like the Daredevil side of it. I'd be like from couch to
Yeah.
couch, not from rooftop to
From
rooftop.
couch to couch.
I love it. From couch to couch. Parkour,
Yeah.
parkour. You wake up in a Costco after closing. Who builds a fortress out of bulk paper towels first?
That is my dream.
Boom. Laura, you can have this one.
Yeah.
I would probably eat food first.
Yeah, I'm going right to those rotisserie
Oh.
chickens. You kidding me?
Oh wait, that's like the first thing you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to carb
Well,
up.
no, but it's not what's the first thing you do. Who would be the first to build the fortress out of paper towels? And I think
Okay.
if that was your dream, you'd probably either maybe what was that movie where they were in the they worked in the Costco. Dane Cook was in it.
Yes, and that's what I'm thinking of
Employee
like
of the
making a
month?
little
Employee of the month. Yeah,
Yes.
and it was like they were like he had his little fort in the top part.
That's what I want.
That's what you want. Yeah.
Is it weird that I've thought about that before?
No, it's weird that I just thought about it. Is really
no, but like I would love to be locked in a store.
Oh
and
yeah,
get, like left in there.
Beautiful.
Or I always would think when I was a kid, if you got like stuck in the mall overnight and just had free reign of the mall. Yeah.
Oh man. Like, see, that's why we should watch Dawn of the Dead. But anyway, we'll get there somewhere another time. All right, last three, friends. Last three. This is where they get a little more intense, a little less silly, a little more intense. Well, no, actually, one is still silly, but a stranger hands us a sealed envelope labeled "Do not open." Who opens it instantly?
Oh,
I'm a pretty big rule follower.
I think Drew would.
Yeah, no. Yeah. You should see me look at a pack of like Pokemon cards that is unopened. And I'm like, I'm going to save this pack. And then like the next time you see me, I'm passed out with them all over my face. Like, I don't know what happened. All right. You find a button in the middle of a room that says, if you press, you will receive $1 million, but someone will die in a very embarrassing way. It doesn't necessarily mean there is kind of, I adapted it from that. Yeah, the box.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't necessarily know who that person is, but someone will die and they might be on their first date and they might shit themselves to death. Someone might fall off a building and land ass first into a pole. Like, I don't know, but like someone's going to die in an embarrassing way.
I would be too nervous to do it that it would be okay. That sounds even more fucked up now that I'm thinking about it. I was gonna say I'd be too nervous that it would be someone that I know, not that that I don't know makes it better.
Laura, you're gonna kill someone?
I was gonna say the same thing.
As I was saying it, I was like, ooh, but then also $1 million isn't a lot of money anymore, really. Like,
yeah,
that's true.
Is it taxed? Is it taxed?
Yeah, tax free. You get cash.
Tax free.
You can hide it.
No, I don't think I would do it. I would be too nervous. And like, what if you got caught? Like they figured out.
Yeah, like someone's
random
like, this
person
guy
died.
This guy shit himself to death. It must be this. It must be Drew.
Would you guys do it?
The clues led to Drew. Yeah, 100%. No, I don't think I could. Knowing everything I know from science fiction movies and things like
it's
that,
just not going to be good.
Yeah, the fact that it will end up being someone I know, even though they can't, they'll be like, it's going to be someone random. It's like, yeah, but someone I randomly know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
or like you have to watch them. Like, yeah,
it's never going to be. It's never going to be who you want. You know?
Right? Exactly. Right, Brian? Yeah.
I have one person in mind. It's not going to be them.
Yeah. I've seen like videos where they spoof this and they're like, if you press this, you will get $1 million. The guy just presses it and it's like, well, I didn't finish. I said that a coworker of yours is going to die. And he's like, oh, boop. He presses it again. He's like, do you hear what I'm saying? If you press it, someone you know, he's like, boop, like keeps hitting it. All right.
And what if someone you know that could be you? Like, you know yourself.
That's true. I think you never know. You never know.
Like you said, there's too many movies that say that it's going to be a horrible idea.
All right, and the final one. Out of the three of us, who survives the zombie holocaust the longest?
Oh, I've said so many times that take me out right away. I don't want to be involved at all.
I know you don't want to be in it, but if you're forced to be in it, who survives the longest? I'm out. I'm instantly out. I'm instantly out because I think my
Brian
kid would my kid would just out us immediately. He would be like, because he just likes making noises. I'd be like, oh my God, we're fucking dying. Like, yeah, not gonna work for me.
I think I do okay. I think I'm handy enough that I could like board up some windows. I could get some resources. I can fix stuff. All right. I would be that like doomsday. You know, I'm not going out with like a shotgun or anything, but I could bunker down.
That's cool. Yeah. All right. So Brian's our big winner with this. All right. So Brian, speaking of the zombie holocaust, tonight, what we're going to be watching is 2002's 28 Days Later.
Oh shit!
I'm excited.
All right.
So
I like that you're just like, fuck it, we're watching horror movies whenever I want.
yes, the best part was, Laura, I started prepping this 2 weeks ago when I was just like, remember I was like, hey, we're recording on Monday, right? And everyone was like, no. I was like, oh shit, I was done with this. And Laura was like, hey, are we gonna watch that? Because I want to see the new movie. I was like, no, yeah, next time we watch a movie, we're watching this.
So now that we've watched this, now I can go watch all the other ones.
Yes.
Wait,
Wait, because you haven't seen it yet?
no, have you?
Oh,
No.
okay, cool.
Yes.
And Brian has not seen this
Brian
either?
is not. Nope.
No.
I guess I didn't think of it as a horror movie.
It's considered
Looks
a
creepy.
science fiction, dark and haunting film.
Oh.
So,
okay.
so here's the deal. 2002, this movie came out. Directed by Danny Boyle, who you have likely seen or heard of some of
Sounds
his films.
Familiar.
Train Spotting, he did. He did The Beach. He did a great movie after this called Sunshine. He did a movie called Slumdog Millionaire, 127 Hours, and Steve Jobs, just to mention a few. Then it was written by Alex Garland, who wrote the actual book, The Beach. He wrote the movie Dread. He wrote Warfare. He wrote 28 Years Later. He wrote 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, the third film also. And he was also the writer and director of a movie called Ex Machina, Annihilation, Men, and Civil War.
Wow. Okay.
So these two have collaborated several times and have put out some very, very complex and really cool things. So let's ask the question. 28 days later, when, where do you think this takes place?
When did the movie come out again, did you say?
2002.
I think it takes place 28 days after that.
I think it is I think it's
So
present day to
January
the time of
28th
the-
is what we're thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, present day when the film was made. Where? I think we're in the US somewhere.
Okay.
I feel like it's got to be a
It's-
metro area.
Yeah. I think it's like up north somewhere. Like I don't know why I get the feeling that it takes place in the winter. Like
Ooh,
that
that's a
makes
good
it
one.
even like worse for trying to survive
Chicago.
zombies. Yeah.
Ooh.
Something like that.
Winter, cold.
And I think the 28 days is
Chicago.
like this virus starts somehow. Is it a virus? Like zombie
don't know.
virus?
You think so?
And then does it take 28 days for
Ooh.
it
So
to fully
let's-
turn them?
let's
Am I going too
jump-
far?
No, let's jump into what do we think it's about, and then
Okay.
we'll go from there. So you said it takes 20. So it's like you could be infected and not know, or you could pass it along because you wouldn't know for 28 days. Is that kind of where you're going?
I think it's either that or it's this thing starts and the movie starts 28 days after this zombie apocalypse started.
Okay.
And then maybe it will like flash back to how it started.
So it takes 28 days to turn into a zombie, or movie starts 28 days after the start.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's see.
But that's like the plot of World War Z. So I don't know if I'm just thinking about that.
Possible. So let me just give you this. Let me feed you the titles of the 4 features. There's 28 Days Later, and then the sequel was 28 Weeks Later.
Mhm.
Then the next film was 28 Years Later. And then the newest one is 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, which is a direct and like momentarily sequel from where that 28 Years Later ends.
So I think it's the second option then. So it's 28
Okay.
days after.
Got it. That would
starts.
would work better in your theory. That it's like, yeah. Okay. So what else? What do we think it's actually about?
Zombies.
Okay, zombies. Let me ask you this then, really quick. Do you think they're actually zombies? Like our typical definition of a zombie?
What's what do they call it? Is it like a rage virus?
Oh, there we go. That's a good
what I
one.
think it is. Yeah.
Rage.
Yeah. So they're not like undead rising from a grave type of thing.
Okay,
It's
so
some
They
sort
have
of
a virus and they're just ultra violent.
Yeah.
Cool.
Kind of
Okay,
like
so-
what's the show about the video game?
Resident Evil
No.
video game. There was a show about a comic
The
book called
Last of Us.
Oh,
The
Last of Us.
Yes.
Right.
Took me a second.
No, gotcha.
I wasn't giving you much. The show about the game.
I'm just gonna.
But that's kind of what it's reminding me of a little bit.
about the game.
What do you think, Brian?
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Whatever you say.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't want this.
I've been up since like 5:30.
Yeah.
I think it's I'm trying to think it's a zombie movie. I think that I don't think they're like brains. I think they're fast zombies. I think that they're like they move quick.
Yeah.
Say that again. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Fast zombies. They move fast. They're not like slow moving zombies.
They're
Yeah.
They like
fast
run at you.
zombies. That's very, very.
And
interesting.
usually in this type of zombie movie, they have some sort of weakness. Either they can't. I'm trying to think of what's the one with Will Smith. Like they can't go out in the sunlight.
Oh, yeah,
or something.
yeah.
Or
I am Hitchcock.
oh yeah, is that the
I
name
am
of the
Legend.
movie?
It's
I am Legend. Oh, I was like, wait, is that the name of the movie? So I'm wondering, or like the quiet places, whatever that monster is,
Right.
you have to be quiet. So I think there's something that helps you survive if you know what their
Was it
weakness is.
You said some kind of weakness. Okay.
Weakness, yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I wonder if they're also trying to figure out a cure for it.
Do you think there's a possibility there's a cure?
Well, considering there's a movie called 28 Years Later, I'm guessing they don't figure it out.
Yeah.
But
Well, actually, that leads into one of my questions I have. Let me see if I
the
can
next movie is just they become friends with the zombie. They just like work out their differences and they all get along.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah. But
I didn't actually write it down, but it's what I wanted to say. Okay, cool. What do you think the cure is? Or at least what are people told, like
trying to, yeah. There's like a
Oh, you know
rumor.
what? It's not what do you think the cure. What do you think the people who say they have the cure, what do you think the cure is?
Ooh, are there people lying about having a cure and like trying to make money off of it or something?
Like in that other movie about a virus. What was that? The one where it was like Contagion. That was like I think Jude Law's character was just like, if you take iodine, and it was like he's like had like he's like use my discount code, like so making money off of it.
Saying the cure is, it's got to be something that isn't easily. So if if they say they have the cure, that's something that's already exists, and they're not trying to like create a cure,
Right?
but it can't be easily accessible.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know.
Bleach.
Bleach.
Silver bullet.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Bleach and a silver.
They're like vampires. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh.
garlic.
They're selling little kits. You get a silver bullet, garlic, and like a cross or something.
Yeah.
Oh, and a cross. Okay. All right, cool. Do you either of you know anybody in this film?
You don't know any?
I think Cillian Murphy's in it.
Cool. Yep. Cillian Murphy's in.
Is it Josh Hartnett? Or am I thinking no?
You're I'm like,
was
what
he in
movie are you-
another?
He was in a
like
vampire
this?
movie that was in Alaska
Maybe that's
called
what I'm thinking.
30
about.
Days of Night.
That's what I'm thinking of. And that's also why I thought it takes place where it snows. Because that's the
it's
movie
very
that I
cold.
was thinking of.
It's very cold up there.
Okay, then I don't know anybody in this movie.
Okay. So yeah, Cillian Murphy. There will be at least 2 others that you recognize in this film. Well, at least one that Laura, I think you'll recognize, and Brian, I actually think you will recognize 2 other people.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Why do you think this movie is considered to be the spark that relaunched the zombie genre? Now, Brian, you mentioned one part of this already.
I was gonna say, is this the first time that we get like not slow moving zombies, like fast monster
on
zombies?
screen? Yes, because technically, the Resident Evil movies, or not movies, but the Resident Evil games
yeah.
had
okay.
faster moving zombies. But this is the first time we got like very fast zombies.
To me, that's so much scarier. I always
Yes.
hated in the Walking Dead show. They're so slow. Just run
Yes.
away.
Essentially,
Just
yes.
run away.
Yeah. That was always the thing that it was like you could get away from a zombie. Sure, it's scary that there's this thing following, but if something's coming at you quickly, that's even worse.
That's scary. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was that, and the script was hailed as a very, very good script for a zombie movie. So it was actually considered like it was considered a very good film right off the bat. All right, here's a trivia question for you about the movie. You will see in this movie a scene where people are celebrating. They're having a moment together, 4 people, and they're like, it's like a moment of calm. Okay? They're celebrating, having a blast. Why do you think the celebration scene was a very strange one to actually film?
Strange one to film.
To film?
Like it didn't feel right to be filming this huge celebration.
Did somebody die in real life or something?
Ooh, that's a very, very good guess.
When did
not
you
right.
say this movie came out?
Oh,
2002?
is it 9/11?
Is it 9/11?
Yeah, good call, Brian.
So yeah, technically,
Good
Laura,
call.
someone did die.
Oh no!
Yes, they filmed it, but they were filming it during the attack. They actually wrapped filming this particular scene before both towers had fallen. So, but it was a very strange thing to have them be like, "You're happy, you're excited, you're so relieved," and it was like, and they're also watching the news and like hearing these horrible things.
So it was like as it was happening?
Yeah, literally.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yeah, they were filming it as it happened. So just a couple guesses for you guys. The last 2 questions are involving just some guesses. Who was the original actor that Danny Boyle wanted to play Cillian Murphy's character, Jim?
Josh Hartnett.
Oh, wow. You get some good guesses here.
Brad Pitt? Oh, that's a good
I think
one.
like
yeah.
fresh off of Fight Club, Brad Pitt.
Okay. So interestingly enough, originally the role was thought of for Ewan McGregor.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
reason being here is that Ewan McGregor and Danny Boyle worked on a couple of movies together. They were very close friends, but they had a huge falling out in the late 90s because Danny Boyle was an up and coming director. He had done a couple of good movies, and he wanted to make the movie The Beach. He wanted to make that movie. He had Ewan McGregor in mind, and the studio wanted fresh face, fresh off the Titanic, Leonardo DiCaprio. And Boyle went with Leo. He didn't fight hard, at least according to Ewan McGregor, he didn't fight hard enough to get him that role. So they didn't speak for such a long time. In fact, he was offered the role, and Ewan McGregor had already started doing Star Wars movies. So he was like, yeah, I'll do this movie, this little independent movie for my like $5 million paycheck that I get now. Like, and they were like, that's impossible. We can't give you that kind of money. So they actually then offered the role to Ryan Gosling, and he had a scheduling conflict and could not do it. So it went to Cillian Murphy.
Interesting.
This movie is considered a box office hit. It made globally over $75 million. Doesn't sound like a ton in today's money, but how much do you think the movie itself cost to make? What was the budget on this film?
Under 100 million.
Okay. I would say think bigger than that, but not much.
150?
150 million?
Yeah.
1.5 mil? And Brian, do you want to go for another guess? Over, under a million?
Over under a million.
You said under a million, so you need to go over that.
Oh, I said under 100.
I thought you said under
million.
a million. Yes.
No.
Definitely under 100 million. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
yes.
Oh,
sorry,
that's why
Laura.
I guessed. Okay.
Yes, sorry. Let's try that again. The budget.
$49 million.
49?
Yeah.
Okay.
I say
40?
62.
I like how specific we're being now.
I know.
I was like, I don't know, under 100.
I know. I thought you said more than 100, so I was like 150.
I did say more. Well, I thought Brian said
1 million?
under 1 million. And I was like, wow, that's a very small number. All right. So 49
$50.
to 62. $50. Yeah. All right. 49 to 62. All right. Sounds good. That is that's what we got. We have we've got a 45-minute intro on this bitch. So let's fucking get to this movie, and we'll go from it now. Y'all ready for this?
How did you both know to do that? Wait, what?
I said, y'all ready for this?
I didn't realize that's what you were singing. It didn't sound like
rarely will I sing anything that anyone can recognize.
You both just were going ba 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 ba.
Y'all ready for this?
Okay, now I got it.
I'm not sure why, but Brian is cheering this disturbing footage on right now. Just listeners, just so you know, Brian, there's some violent stuff happening. It's like a news feed of like horrible things. And Brian's just like, he's got a sign that says go.
Yeah.
Very excited. Yeah.
This is Jan 6 footage, right?
Looks like it.
I'll tell you, worst vacation of my life.
I just spit out my food.
I could have swore you were about to say best vacation.
Oh my God, I literally don't know where that went. The quality of this movie looks so old, and it's only from 2002.
Very good point you brought this up, Laura. In order to keep costs down on the movie, Danny Boyle actually purchased a consumer-grade camera.
Okay.
A Canon XL1 to film this movie on. So it does actually almost look more
from the
raw.
90s. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very raw looking and very almost real. It's pretty wild. It was a very smart choice budget wise.
Yeah.
But yes, it's very like
Okay, that makes more sense. 'Cause, I've seen other movies from the early 2000s and they don't look like this.
Mm-hmm. So this was actually planned. Everything obviously this is a real practical effect here. The gas station They blew it up.
Oh, wow.
Now, they had the permits, they had everything, but somebody on the crew forgot to actually inform the police. So police and fire flew. They thought something crazy was going on.
That's a big miss.
Yep.
I mean, they must have had fire on set, right? Like you can't.
They did, yeah, but they didn't. They just didn't alert the authorities.
Yeah. Okay.
Not only are they running zombies or infected people, but Danny Boyle specifically hired athletes to make it as intense as possible.
Oh, it talked.
It really didn't talk
It said, "I hate you."
Find anything?
because of the rage.
Find anything, Gene.
It didn't really speak.
Huh?
It said, "I hate you." That was speaking.
It didn't. It was just a sound clip that's put in there to show like to represent rage. It doesn't. They don't talk.
And why'd they do that? That's so
Why they
stupid.
put that in there?
Yeah. I don't
If
like
you weren't,
that.
if you weren't watching with subtitles, it's like what do you call it?
So it just like noises, but it sounds close enough to it that our brain hears it as I hate you.
I think that you're supposed to think I don't know how to explain this. It's not.
I don't fucking know. I don't even.
The little kid
be
didn't say,
here
"I hate you."
anymore. Got all this shit.
Why'd I
on me.
fucking pick this movie? No. So right now, at this moment,
They've hit the second tower.
yep.
Dad?
Sorry, that's
Dad? Is he gonna be okay?
I was like, what? I just got shot 20 times.
To barricade, but
There's your boy, Bry.
where's my boy? I miss my boy.
Right there.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Christopher Eccleston.
Who is he?
He plays the Ninth Doctor in Doctor Who. And he also plays Malketh, one of the Dark Elves in Thor, The Dark World.
Mm-hmm.
He's great. I wish he was in more stuff.
Mm.
Got a gut feeling I'm not going to like him in this, but... Ugh.
I've been waiting to see your reaction to that.
Oh, it's
Honestly, I
still
love
showing
it for this guy because he sucked, but
Uh-huh. Uh-oh. All right, and that was 28 days later. What'd you both think?
I really liked it. I thought it was good.
yeah. Agreed. It's different than what I thought it was going to be,
Yeah,
I
same.
think.
Mm.
Like a lot more, I don't want to say slow pace, but like low key. I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
no, I like that. Low key.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, very good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Like it picked up at the end, but I was like, oh, this is like for the vast majority of it, it's just this guy walking around and then they get some groceries and they go on a little drive. Sometimes there's zombies.
Yeah.
It's like the first two acts are a survival picture,
Yeah.
and then the third act goes into a revenge pick almost.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm
yeah.
excited to watch the other ones now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 28 weeks later picks up as the title sounds.
Yeah.
Or 28 months later. No, weeks. Yeah, weeks
Weeks.
later. Picks up, and That one is not directed by Danny Boyle or written by Alex Garland, but they are involved in it. They just were in the middle of doing other things. So like Danny Boyle was doing his movie Sunshine, which is a sci-fi movie about the sun dying and a group of people go to space to kind of try to set a nuke off to restart the sun in a sense. And it's like a bunch of people like Michelle Yeoh, Chris Evans, Kellyanne Murphy, like so many. It's a pretty big, I think Rose Byrne, like there's a big group of people in it. Yeah.
Is 28 Weeks Later, is there any of the same? It doesn't look like there's any of the same people.
None of the same cast.
Okay.
There was, however, they wanted to, in the opening scene, has a kind of like the opening of this one where it's like all is calm for a second and then you're like, oh, this is how it starts. You see this little, I'm not going to tell you much, just a little, but you're in a farmhouse basically in the countryside and you see it start or it's already been on for a bit, but an attack happens. And they were toying with the idea of having one of the infected be Jim, just for a cameo quick second to see that maybe they didn't make it. The second one, no, you know what? It would be spoiling. I'm not going to say anything. The second one's
like,
cool.
I don't want to know anything.
Yeah. The second one is definitely interesting because it's about it's not even about it's just, I'm not going to say anything. Just you'll see. But there are two fresh faces in that one that were not well known at the time either. And that was, and I think I may have told you this a couple weeks ago or when we filmed or recorded last, but Idris Elba hadn't been in a lot of stuff yet. And he's one of the main characters. And so is Hawkeye there from the Marvel movies.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner's the other lead in army guy in this. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then they originally wanted to do a 28 months later. And they got pulled away into different directions and too much time had passed. So, they came up with this other story 28 years later.
Oh, 28 years.
So we skip months. It just goes days, weeks, years. But yeah, so it's pretty wild, actually. Pretty wild concept. So you said you both enjoyed it. Wasn't exactly what you were thinking, which is great. I'm glad to hear it. Were there any particular favorite scenes or things that happened?
I don't know. With like thrillers like this, it's tough to think of like favorite scenes. I liked the scene once they get to the like that spot in like the clearing where they see the horses and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just seemed very like familial. Like they were all like very nice. He gets high and calls him dad when he has the bad dream and stuff. And it was just a very like, and then they hop in the car and they drive. And I was like, this little like 10-minute block felt like a weird road trip movie more than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like the worries of the infection really wasn't there.
I liked when the scene where they're like chained up in the basement to the radiator. That sounds let me get to my point.
We didn't watch Heated Rivalry. Come on.
No, when the other guy's talking about how like they were quarantined in England and like it didn't spread to other places and like I didn't even think about that being an option.
Yeah, like a possibility.
Because it just had said there was signs of infection in New York and Paris. But then when he sees the plane, I was like, ooh, what is going on? So
yeah,
I kind of liked that twist in it. Because then you don't like at first I'm like, this guy's just crazy and talking, but then maybe he's not. You don't know.
Yeah. I think having been through a pandemic now, we're like
Yeah.
Yeah, no way. How can it cross an ocean? It's like, yeah, planes and idiots. That's how.
what my first thought was. But
Yeah.
yeah. But if there was some reason why the world wanted to just, I don't know. Who knows?
For
to
me
like
too,
fake a thing.
when I was thinking about how it could cross oceans and things, I was like, the infected it happens so fast.
I was just thinking about that. That
So,
can never go on a plane.
unless you're thinking
That's
like
true.
a ship, like a container ship or something,
Yeah.
just drives into a port, like how Dracula gets to England, like kills everyone on the ship and the ship
Yeah,
just
but-
lands and there he's like, hey,
That's
I'm
true.
here now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
didn't think
either,
that-
but
yeah.
it is you find out more definitively as the movies progress how far the infection spreads.
Okay. I shall watch.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, the second one is probably the weakest of the four, and it's still a good movie.
Okay.
It's definitely not bad. It just is like I've seen it a couple of times, and I remember being like, this wasn't too bad. Wasn't that bad at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we'd see more zombies, honestly.
Yeah.
Are they zombies? I don't consider them
So-
zombies.
We won't consider them zombies. We will consider them infected.
Infected. Okay. Yes.
Yes, infected. And again, much like viruses that we are used to today, as the films progress, we learn about virus mutation and even learn a little bit more about what the virus does to you as a person. So there are more answers that come, but you'll have to wait till you get further into the series, which is really cool. I will just say this last movie that just came out had such a impact on the mythology of the franchise. It's like a game-changing movie. So it's like you're like, get the fuck out of here. Okay.
Okay, interesting.
It definitely changes things, which is pretty wild.
Does it
so-
change like how you watch this movie, like knowing things that you know from that now?
Where's your microphone, Brian?
Yeah,
Sure.
I know.
Is it way too quiet?
It was very quiet.
And then I just looked and I was like, wait, I don't even see his
Yeah,
mic.
does he not have a microphone anymore?
It's right
Yeah.
here and it's pointed at me, but I was sitting all the way back.
Yeah, yep. No, we can tell.
fair.
Yeah, there you go. It doesn't really change the way that I view the movie because it feels like viruses that we're used to now, where almost every
just
year there's a
learning
mutation,
more.
there's a new version, a new variant, there's
Yeah.
things like that. So if you watch this one, it's like this is the start. This is how it goes.
Okay.
But when you get to the last movie, it's not that it's so different, but different things are kind of happening over the years. So
Okay.
again, I can't explain more
Yeah.
because then it starts getting into spoilers territory. The only thing that I will tell you both, and I kind of mentioned it earlier, is through the virus and through the mutations, there's now sort of like groupings and almost like a wolf pack. There occasionally are alphas.
Okay.
So like almost like a leader in a weird sense. So there may be like a communication-ish thing, but not like a talking communication. So it's very interesting to see where it goes. It's pretty cool.
See, I had more questions about the monkeys because
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we infected them with rage. Like, what is that? What is that?
Yeah. So actually, I can tell you right now that basically one of the things that Alex Garland kind of thought up was that rage was based on the Ebola virus. The actual symptoms are fairly similar, except what they kind of, without actually telling us telling the audience, it's basically like a mutation of the Ebola virus.
Okay.
So Ebola will end up killing you badly, but like the you get a psychosis, you get basically call it the best of both worlds. It fucks your mind and your body. And you know what I mean? And like, and this is kind of an offshoot mutation of Ebola.
Okay.
And they're trying to understand it and learn it, what happens.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Well, not cool, but
Yeah. But the movie it's again, it's a very low budget. First off, you could tell right off the bat when the movie started, y'all both were like, why does this look like shit? And it's like, well, there's actually purpose behind that. So I'm going to jump into one of the things we asked. I said the movie made 75 million globally. What do you think the budget was? You said 49 to 62 million. It was an $8 million movie. It was very inexpensive to make, and they literally had to do guerrilla style filming where they couldn't shut streets down, or they couldn't do a lot of things. They had to do it in tiny bits at very specific time frames and film this and that, and it took a little while to film the movie in 2001. So it's definitely it. You know what I love about the movie? I'll tell you this. This movie came out towards the end of the truly independent film. That genre. We don't really get a lot of independent movies nowadays where you see people make a movie on a shoestring budget and you don't get that a lot anymore. And the early 2000s was kind of the death rattle of it, because once again, we can blame it on Marvel if you want, but once Marvel and DC really struck a chord and the movie industry kind of had this weird flop at a point, only the studios would only back tentpole things that they knew were guaranteed wins. You see that's why everything's a sequel, nowadays, and everything is big budget. You don't get a lot of low budget. You don't get a lot of comedy in theaters, like actual honest to goodness comedies in theaters anymore, because it's still considered a risk at this point. That's why you see all these fun comedies get sent right to streaming. Yeah. You'll see someone take a chance. Naked Gun came out last year. That was a straight up comedy. But if you're going to spend money, there needs to be some sort of sure thing bet in the movie studios now. So this is one of these movies that $8 million is considered low budget. The next one in the franchise, or the one in the newer franchise, 28 years later, cost $30 million to make, and that ended up making like $160 million. It was a movie that made money. The second one, the one that just came out, cost $60 million to make, and it's looking like globally over the weekend it just made $60 million, but that needs to still make 120, like $240 million in order to break even on a $60 million budget. So you think generally, because they spend about the same amount of money on marketing that it costs to make the film. So you're saying 60 million, 120 million. Movie theater takes half of that budget. So you need to make 240 to get 120. You know what I mean? So it does not look like it's going to make $240 million. That's the thing.
Huh.
So it's a weird thing. So let me read through some of our guesses that we had, and I'll tell you some cool facts about the movie, and then we'll call it a night. All right. All right. So we said, when and where does this place take place? And we got January 28th of 2002, or present day of it coming out. But I threw you off a little bit on this one. You both guessed that it was going to be American. U.S. up north, winter, cold, Chicago, even Alaska for 30 Days of Night. We said, what is it?
Yeah, in the UK at all.
Right. What is it about? And Laura, you said it takes 28 days to turn into a zombie, or the movie starts 28 days after the start. And that's fantastic. That's exactly what it was.
I didn't think about it at the time, but like Imagine how boring this movie would be if it took 28 days to
Right.
turn into a zombie.
And then also they would just kill you anyway. So like,
Yeah, the blood drips into her dad's eye, and he's like, "Get away from me! In 28 days, I'm gonna fucking kill
Yeah.
you."
Right. He's like, yeah,
horrible plot for a movie.
exactly. So yeah, it had to be very fast. It had to be so fast that you couldn't plan or think, you know?
It felt like the fastest I've ever seen it. Like in a lot of stuff after that, it's like, oh no, he's bit. You know, it's gonna happen any day now.
Right.
Any
It
moment.
could be an
Like,
hour, 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
You're like, the infection is taken, they get a fever, they're like, oh, and then they like die, and then they're like, oh.
Yeah.
But like, this is like, they're like, and then they do that little arm thing,
Yeah.
little tantrum, and then they go. Yeah. It's pretty wild. So we said are they zombies? Or then I think Laura or Brian, I can't remember. One of you said rage virus, which is awesome. Yeah. Makes you ultra violent. And what did we say? The show about, it's the show about the game. So Last of Us.
Yeah.
But it was going to have fast zombies, and we would see some kind of weakness. So we did learn that there was a weakness. If they can starve to death, we just didn't see it happen.
Yeah.
We saw at the very
eating the people. That's why I was confused by that.
Yeah, you don't see if they're eating people or not.
Because when they attack someone, that person immediately turns into
unless they break their face and stuff like that. I will tell you this one thing. The alphas
they are eating
in the new
people.
ones,
Okay.
they fuck people up. I mean, like they have a thing where they're like, hey, I don't like that your head's attached to a body. And like you're like, ooh. Like yeah, and they're like I gotta eat something. How about this face?
Okay.
Like, ooh. But you're right. We don't see any of that actual like eating a body sort of thing. But we don't know what the real weakness is. But maybe there's a cure. And I said, what do you think the cure is? And you said making money off the cure, bleach, a silver bullet, garlic, and a cross. And really, there was no cure. It was just let's start fucking and start this place over again.
Start raping people. Yeah.
Exactly. So who's in the movie? You both said Cillian Murphy, which you're correct. Naomi Harris is Selena. Christopher Eccleston was Major West, and Brendan Gleeson was the father. Hannah hasn't done anything since this movie. Yeah. So I said, why was this movie considered to be the spark of the relaunching the zombie drama or genre? We said that it was the running zombies, right? That started it, that craze of running zombies or infected, right? You've got 2002, this came out. 2004 was the remake, Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead, which switched to fast zombies. You had World War Z, fast zombies. It was just another terrifying step. And because honestly, we had said, hey, I can outrun a zombie. Like I can out, they're so slow. It's just the problem is when you get into like a field and there's 100 of them, then it's like shit. It's a lot harder to get through, or you know, you're running and you trip on a stick and then you fall and you look and you just wait for it to come over to you. But like I can get away from a zombie. Like, well, I have time to think. I can plan. I can make like a Home Alone scenario if I want. But like these, you have no time. You got nothing.
Yeah, and they would come out of nowhere.
Yes. So it's pretty wild. And then we said, why was the celebration scene such a strange one to film? Because it filmed on September 11th. Or as Laura said, someone died. No, I can't. Ewan McGregor was originally supposed to play the role, but because of the falling out, it ended up going to Cillian Murphy. Movie made $75 million on a budget of $8 million. So some things I had mentioned to film and make the city look empty. They'd start shooting around 4 a.m. on Sundays in London, and had police help close certain streets in London for like an hour at a time so they could get some shots. Many of the infected were hired athletes so they could show how intense they were. To keep the cost down, they used consumer grade cameras. Canon XL1 was the one they used to film the movie. And that's how they were also able to capture that very frantic look. There was no actual CGI in the movie. They did use some special effects like to show Manchester burning, but it wasn't like a computer generated Manchester. Like, so they said that they were very excited that they didn't like use any CGI. In the original script, I had mentioned Jim dies from his wounds. So the original script was called The Hospital Ending. That's where they tried to save Jim in the hospital.
It looks like they kept some of those clips.
They kept some of the, yeah. That's the original ending. Garland explained, he said, Jim dies, the two girls set off into the world. Who knows what happens to them? It tested really bad. Not just bad, but like really bad.
I wonder why. Because
the audience wanted closure. They don't want to, they don't want to not know what's going to happen. So
I almost think that ending for me would be better. I don't know. This one it felt too wrapped up nicely in a bow. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. Things so another variation ending they'd planned was Jim is actually just dreaming of this pre-apocalyptic thing. No. And he wakes up in the hospital from his coma and he's like, oi, everything's okay. Like, wah, wah, like that kind of thing.
That would be awful.
That would be bad.
And then there was the so-called radical alternative ending, which was never shot but fully storyboarded during post-production. In that version, instead of Hannah's father dying, Jim undergoes a full blood transfusion to save him after the group discovers a secret lab at the military blockade.
Oh, so that's a whole different ending. That's like a whole third act.
Yeah.
Yep. He sacrifices himself by doing a blood transfusion to save Frank. And they were like, nah, let's not do that.
Yeah. That's like too sci-fi, like, I don't know.
I was gonna say, I think the thing that I liked about them shooting with that camera, I'm not a fan of like found footage movies like that. I never really does it for me, but this was a good mix between that and just like making it feel like you were kind of there, like in the moment a little bit.
Yeah. I love that. So that's the movie in a nutshell. So let's wheel out that squeaky old doof meter and we can get a nice rating down for it. Oh, amazing. All right, y'all. So the doof meter is our patented movie rating system in which we rate movies on a 1 through 5 scale. 1 being, it was a movie. 5 being, wow, it was pretty cool. I was a doof. I should have seen this. Could have seen this in the last 4 years.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Cool. So let's see here. I'm going to start with Brian because he doesn't like horror movies or scary movies so much.
Was it scary for you though?
Well, I don't think it was. It's just the genre in general. Like I knew Brian could handle this. Like I very much knew, but it's just
it's not
Brian
like spooky
doesn't.
Scary.
Yeah, Brian doesn't enjoy the idea of scary things happening. So
and that didn't happen at all. Like, because even jump scares are like fine. I guess it's
there
more
wasn't
like
even really.
There wasn't even any of that.
Like,
they did a classic thing of like you could see something move in front of the camera quickly.
Yeah,
but that was about it. The jump scares you saw them all coming. I don't think this is horror. This is like yucky in moments, but not horror scary. It's just like
I was gonna say it was more gory, like
a little gross to watch here and there, which is fine. I thought it was more like a thriller. Like I said, for the first 2 acts, it's like survival, family vacation,
Yeah.
And then Revenge, which was really interesting. I didn't think it would
more
go
of a
in that
drama.
direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drama for a lot of it. This like
It's a very well written script. That's the thing. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel. I think the reason it doesn't feel like a horror movie is because it doesn't do the horror movie things.
yeah, it's true.
You know, like for example, one of the things that happened in the movie that I thought was fantastic was they go in underground in the tunnel, and you both were like, "That's obviously the stupidest thing to do." And what does Jim say immediately? You know how you know this is a shit idea? Because it's obviously a shit idea. You know,
Yeah.
and it was like that kind of thing where they don't want to make you feel like an idiot. You know,
Yeah,
I think the more scary part was the army men who were
Yeah.
awful human
Yeah.
beings. Like,
yeah,
really
and it
trying
comes
to get
kinda
away
comes-
from them.
That's a lot of what you see with like zombie-ish shows and movies now. The good ones are the zombies are the background. They're the story, the problem, but they're really the thing you should be worried about are the people
Yeah,
yeah,
how people
that you
deal with it
encounter.
and-
You know,
yeah.
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 Which they did the
Humanity.
same thing in Civil War.
Yeah.
I watched that movie, and it was like, yeah, there's this thing going on, but like the average people that you run into are the things that is like really scary.
yeah,
Because of how people behave in these situations. And even the like villain of this film was like not wrong in his like, this infection thing is just people killing people, and I've
Yeah.
seen people killing people my whole life. Like that's
yeah.
Yeah.
nothing's changed. This is business as usual.
I think
Yeah.
that's one of the best things that makes an effective and compelling villain is when they truly believe what they're doing is right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't think like I think that he's obviously wrong. But like, I don't know. I got the vibe from the writing that he was like, we're just going to have him live here. And then like, maybe over time a relationship will have, like, he didn't give me the same vibes that like all of his men did. His men
Yeah.
were like very much so perverts.
Ravenous.
But
yeah.
he was like, I'm just, they want a shot at like real life. And so if I can get people here, then like, if I can
Yeah.
get women here, then like, maybe they'll have a shot at a life or something. I don't know. At least for the first, like, I think up until they like chained them to the things, I was like,
yeah.
he doesn't seem like he's that sketchy. It was
Until
everyone
he
else
does.
because he was like, be cool, man. Like this, like at
Yeah.
first I thought he was trying to say like, give it time, like but no, they're all fucking creepy and terrifying. And it was
Yeah.
creepy the second that they got there. I was like, this is a lot of men.
You clocked it right away. You're like, I don't
There's
like
a lot of
this.
fucking dudes and 2 women, and one of them's a kid. This sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It did.
So what's your score? We got sidetracked.
Oh yeah.
So what's your score?
I saw him just sit there like
Yeah, I forgot that was the part that we were in. I've had a lot to drink. This is a 4 for me.
Sweet.
This I enjoyed quite a bit. It wasn't scary at all for me. And
cool.
I can see where other things, because I've watched some other zombie content, and I can see where they've maybe like picked up some stuff from this. And in general, I think like zombie content post this is very hit or miss. And I think this does a really good job at like script first, story first,
Yeah.
zombie thing is in the background. And I think apocalyptic stuff that does that really well, like take the focus off of the apocalypse, focus on the thing that these characters have to do in
Yeah.
the moment. That is way more interesting. This does that super well. I think it's a 4.
Sweet.
I think the
I
only
love
reason why it's a 5, it was kind of hard to watch with the bad quality and the like. Some of the editing had that very like 2000s editing. It wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
We just watched The Bodyguard the other day, the Denzel Washington film,
mm-hmm.
which is like a 90s movie, even, I think.
Wait, the Denzel Washington film, The Bodyguard?
I think so.
Isn't The Bodyguard with
Whitney Houston?
Whitney Houston and
You're right.
and Kevin Costner?
You're right. I'm thinking of a different movie.
Yeah. Is he a bodyguard in the movie though?
He is.
Oh, Man on Fire.
Yes, Man on Fire.
I
Yes.
love that movie. That's such a
Yeah.
good movie.
Early 2000s.
But it has weird editing. Yeah.
The editing is like awful.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Everything looks like a memory. I'm
that-
like, what
yeah,
is
it's like
happening
choppy
here?
and like throws it at you. Yeah.
Who made that? Is that Tony Scott? Let me see here. I gotta check now. Man on Fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Truly awful cinematography.
Fire.
The movie was fine. I liked the movie, but I was like,
Tony
this
Scott.
hurts my
Yep.
eyes. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
sharp angles and then like weird shots
Like
coming
and then
at
like
you.
flashing like lights. And, yeah. Or like
Yeah.
just like a bright scene.
This didn't do that like at all. It didn't do anything close to that. There was a couple of moments where like the shots were like a little weird and then the editing was bad. I think that's the only thing that drops it down is I don't think like visually it holds up as well for me, but the movie itself was very, very good.
Yeah. I would be a 4 as
And
well.
I'm still
for,
impressed.
Sweet.
Oh,
yeah.
for two.
For all the same reasons. I think especially having seen a lot of movies that came out after this, like World War Z and things like that,
Yeah.
that you can, knowing that this was the first movie that really showed like the fast kind of virus and then has influenced so many other movies.
Mhm.
But I don't know that I needed to, I think not getting to a 5, because I don't know that I did need to see it. Because it
Mm.
is kind of like all the other movies.
Okay.
So, but I'm excited that we watched it to watch all the other ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, just a little bit not getting me to a 5. And I don't know that I would watch it again. Kind of like one and done type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
glad
I
we
guess
watched
that's fair too. Like, unless someone else was really dying to watch it, I don't know that I
Yeah.
would like choose to watch this. But it's also just not the style of movie that I like.
Yeah.
I would pick to watch on my own, and my wife
Yeah.
would not want to watch this at all.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, very good.
Yeah,
Well,
we
I'm
put
happy
the-
to hear
The doof meter away.
yeah.
it.
There you go.
Sweet. All right. Well, in that case, I don't have an outro game or anything like that, so I think we can all go to bed.
Yeah, we're all so tired. I don't know
Yeah.
what
So
fucked us
tired.
up today, but we're all so sleepy.
I
Yeah.
know. And you're 2
Mhm.
hours earlier than us, so you're lucky.
Yeah.
I know.
Piece
Yeah.
of shit.
Okay.
Sweet.
And
All
if
right.
you want to be a piece of shit, you can find out.
Yeah, you fucking piece of shit. Follow us, subscribe, hit that like button. You
Oh, I
fucking
love it.
just nag our audience.
Yep. Every day. All right.
Cool.
All right.
Well,
Bye.
See ya later.
Bye.